Hey, good morning to everybody. Happy Monday. It's Daryl here. It's bright and early, 10 a.m. here in Connecticut on the East Coast. It is a spectacular day here in Connecticut. It's one of those days where the air just smells, it's got that wonderful scent. It's about 75 degrees, and it's just a great day to be alive. All right. I want to talk about this. I got a letter from the White House, from President Joe Biden, my president, and I want to share it with you guys, just in case some of you guys haven't got this letter yet. And I want to talk a little bit about the letter. First of all, though, today I went through my news feeds this morning. I used this app. I believe it's called Flip It. I like it because you can set it for conservative view, you can set it for liberal view. And it gives you a lot of different news articles that are probably hard to find anywhere else. Some are local. I get these articles from Texas, from Oklahoma, from all over the country, and then the big national stories too. I'm not getting paid or anything to say that. I really like the app. All right. So I'm looking through to see what the conservatives are taught, what they're complaining about now. And Marjorie Taylor Greene is high up there on the list, of course. And Liz Cheney, of course. There was a poll that came out that I believe 80% or more, maybe it was more than that, 80% of Republicans believe that Liz Cheney wasn't fulfilling, talking about the views of the Republican Party. She wasn't fulfilling her obligation to the Republican Party. Over 80%. I found that amazing. Unfortunately, most of the Republican Party has gone full tilt off the rails. Anyway, what were they talking about? A lot of these articles were talking about masks. Yes, masks. Little Ricky Schroeder. I'll put a link to this article. Little Ricky Schroeder confronted I hate when they do this. I hate when they just find an employee who's probably getting paid just a little minimum wage or a little above, and then just attack. I've seen flat earthers do this too. And then just attack this person. These aren't the people that set the policies. And yet we got this has-been Hollywood star, little Ricky Schroeder, beating this guy up over, he was asking him, do you believe do you believe the government, what they tell you? And just being a pain in the ass. Anyway, and then Chachi joined in on it too. What's his name? What's his real name? I can't even remember. I don't really even care. All right. So for months, this bunch, the Trump supporters, conservatives, they have been crying that this is just an effort to control them. It's all about control. Now they're complaining. They're complaining that they're confused. Jeez, all you need is a cell phone. You look up. I think I can even remember the national chains: Walmart, Costco. A lot of they're not going to require masks anymore if you're just looking up on your cell phone. So this is a big thing now with Trump supporters. They're confused because they say the CDC is telling them one thing, and then they're telling them another thing. A month or two ago, they were telling them to wear masks everywhere, or double masks. And now they're not. They're telling them they don't need them anymore. It's confusing. They're losing their minds. They don't know what to do. The CDC, how dare the CDC keep changing their flip-flopping? Oh, really? Are you guys serious? Really? January 8th, 2021 was the worst, just about the worst day for the COVID-19 virus. January 8th. I'll put a link to this too. The Worldmeters it's called. On that day, there were 300,000 new cases in that 24-hour period. 300,000, over 4,000 deaths in that period around January 8th. On March 15th, it had gone down. I think it was 87%. 30,000 new cases. 300,000 new cases, 30,000 new cases. The deaths were over 4,000 on January 8th. They went down to just a little over 400. 4,000 to 400. 300,000 to 30,000. See, this is how science works, you guys. It's constant input of new knowledge, and you change your you amend the theory according to new input. That's how science works. I don't know if you guys fell asleep during science class or what. I mean, did you really think we're going to wear masks forever? Come on. You know, so now they're complaining. They're saying that this is like, it's to cover up what's going on in Israel, or it's to cover up the gas, as if the gas has anything to do with Biden either. Or it's just to distract from the southern border. That's why you can take off your mask now. And now they're complaining that they had to wear the mask before, and now they're complaining. Now there's new theories, you know, that because they don't have to wear the mask now, they're still complaining. It's called science, guys. This is how it works. You know, I'll put the links down below. That's why they were asking for two masks, to wear 2 masks back around January, February, March. The numbers were insane. And now they've gone down. All right. Enough science today. I know it's like talking to a wall here if I'm talking to Trump supporters, so it doesn't really matter. All right, let's get into this letter. The White House, from the White House, Washington. My fellow American, on March 11th, 2021, I signed into law the American Rescue Plan, a law that will help vaccinate America and deliver immediate economic relief to hundreds of millions of Americans, including you. I'm loving this already. A key part of the American Rescue Plan is direct payments of $1,400 per person for the American households. With the $600 direct payment from December, this brings the total relief payment up to $2,000. This fulfills a promise I made to you, and will help get millions of Americans through the crisis. I love this because this is gonna. I think this is gonna make Trump supporters blow their lids. You know, because obviously they're going to say Donald Trump. It was all Donald Trump with that little $600 check back in December, even though the election had already been held, and even though Biden hadn't taken office yet. I love that anyway. So Biden is including that in his. You know, he's saying that he fulfilled the $2,000 pledge that he made to us. I'm good with that. All right. I am pleased to inform you that because of the American Rescue Plan, a direct payment of $1,400 was issued to you by direct deposit. If you haven't received your payment within 7 days of receiving this letter, please check the status of the payment by visiting the IRS website or calling the IRS phone number listed at the bottom of this letter. That's great. Making sure that everybody's gotten payments, because I know personally a few relatives that were a little worried. They've gotten it. They got them a little late. A lot of that had to do with Trump's head of Social Security, too, and that little mess up there where he claimed he didn't have the information, if you guys remember that, going back to March. But anyway, that's been cleared up now. All right. There may be other parts of the American Rescue Plan that will help you as well. For example, there is aid for small businesses, an expanded child tax credit for families, and resources to reopen our schools safely. Yeah. The American Rescue Plan also extends unemployment insurance and helps reduce your health care premiums if you have a plan through the Affordable Care Act. Great. Lower premiums. Excellent. To learn more about the law and how it will work for you, please visit wh.gov/ARP. When I took office, I promised the American people that help was on the way. The American Rescue Plan makes good on that promise. This bill was passed to provide emergency relief to millions of Americans. I want to be sure you receive all the benefits that are entitled to you. Excellent. This has been a long, hard time for our nation, but I believe better days are ahead. We are on the path to vaccinating the nation. Our economy is on the mend, and our children will be back in school. I truly believe there's nothing we can't do as a nation as long as we do it together. Signed, President Joseph R. Biden Jr. God bless him. I love it. It's a great letter. Making sure that everybody got their stimulus. All right, so that's the news for today. I'll be back later with another video. I got more to talk about. You guys have a great Monday.